There is a fire in all of us, a burning desire in our bellies that motivates us to do many things. What motivates us are perfect reflections of who we are, and many things in my life motivate me to lift. You probably wouldn't have guessed it from my other hobbies, but it is true. I do like to lift. I've been lifting for the past couple years, and I've been sculpting my body to be the perfect human specimen of peak male performance. I basically got two pythons for arms, tree trunks for legs, and shoulders the size of Death Stars. But it is not just my undying will, determination, and discipline that has got me to where I am today. Of course, there are things that motivate me, that get me out of bed, to push myself 100% better than the day before. And I want to talk about what motivates me today. I always try to be open about my hobbies. I never try to hide anything that interests me. I always try to be as open as possible. And so right now, it's just an honest and an open view about what motivates me and why I started lifting many years ago. Okay, honest talk. I am not a bodybuilder at all. I'm just someone that just regularly likes to do exercise. I do it like as often as I can, most likely every single day, like a little over 2 hours, a few days a week. But yeah, what really got me into exercise, it actually comes from a place of insecurity. For the longest time, along also being known as that art kid in school, I was also the fat kid in the class. Yeah, like through elementary school up until like high school, I was like a pudgy little marshmallow boy. I was round, and I was just, if I was shirtless, I was basically Chowder from Chowder. Yeah. And of course, if you're the fat kid in school, that's just basically ground zero if you're trying to get picked on, basically. And yeah, like a lot of kids were not always nice. They always picked on me, but hey, they never really took it too far. It's more like every once in a while, they were like, hey, you're fat. Yeah. And I never really took it too hard on myself. I never really was like, well, yeah, I'm fat. I'll get over it. It definitely was something I was insecure about. I mean, no one really likes being the fat kid. You're kind of always picked on. But as I grew older, I then kind of noticed like, hey, everyone around me is starting to be more physically active, especially like when I first entered high school. A lot of the guys started getting taller, more muscular. And meanwhile, I kind of like, to be honest, I kind of just stayed the same for a while. I think I was like a late bloomer, to be honest. And that was when I really like took a turn. I looked myself in the mirror and I didn't really like what I was seeing. I didn't have like any like deep-rooted issues at all. I was just like, I finally decided to put the foot down and like, okay, I'm gonna look after my health now. I actually kind of want to make myself look good. And that was when I got my hands on a couple dumbbells and I just started a DIY gym in my backyard with a couple of 2x4s that my dad just had laying around in the backyard. I earned myself this really rickety ass bench press that was like shady as hell to do bench press on, but hey, it worked for me. And that's how I got started. And that's how I kind of like just started to exercise. I just had a couple dumbbells and I just started moving around in my backyard. Of course, what motivated me in the beginning was not just me wanting to like no longer be insecure about the way I look, but it was also me trying to like actually just be more active, just to do something physical. I remember back then I never really did much in my life outside of like drawing in school, and I didn't really like doing sports very much, but because I kept getting lazy, I didn't really like how I was looking. So what really motivated me in the beginning was just actually like get myself into shape and also like some health benefits out of it. Fast forward about a year, I'm like in either my second or third year in high school, and that is when I actually saw like a bunch of improvements. I mean, I never really like had like a routine at all. All I really did was just a few squats here and there, some DIY bench press, some bicep curls, just really basic stuff with the dumbbells. And after about a year, I actually saw like results. Wait, now that I'm really thinking about it, I actually do remember what actually helped me make a lot of improvements. At the time, I was still a huge anime fan. I was a weeb. I loved everything. But there was this show that came out. I don't remember exactly when or the year, but it was a show that really motivated me to get off of my ass and actually do a good, decent workout. And some of you might have heard what the show, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? Yes, this show, the show about cute anime girls working out motivated me to get up and actually push hard. I am not ashamed to admit this, it worked, it absolutely worked. Dude, you have no idea how motivated I was. Every single time a new episode came out, I was so pumped. I was like, yes, let's go, let's do this. Dude, it was my routine where I first would watch the new episode of the week, and then immediately after, I would then try to do what they did as best as I could with whatever equipment I had. And yeah, dude, it was just cute anime girls. They just like got me to get off of my ass and actually do shit. It worked, man. Cute anime girls did it. Yeah, and this like lasted for a while. As long as the show ran, I was like really motivated. Then the show ended, and then I just started like going back to what I did, which was just kind of like I just did whatever I felt like doing. Really, basically, I didn't have a routine at all, and that is what I did for a long time until the pandemic happened, and that is when everything just shut down. And I don't really want to talk about like the pandemic at all. I just want to talk about how during that time there was this big meme where it's like how people like spent their time during the pandemic. It was either you were a complete couch potato and you were just watching Netflix all day, or you decided to become like a workout fanatic. You try to self-improve yourself. And that's what I try to do. There was this meme that I saw of Piccolo walking out of the hyperbolic time chamber, and I was like, dude, okay, that has got to be me. I want this. I want the pandemic to be my training arc. There's really nothing else I can do. I have no excuse. This is gonna be the time where I just train and just focus on doing exercise. And when the pandemic is over, dude, everyone's gonna feel my power level just jump. No one is gonna wanna fuck with me. I'm gonna be over 9,000 at the end of this. And do you guys remember when VTubers first started? I know this is kind of out of left field, but it has to do with like another meme that I saw at the time. Now that I think about it, memes really do just put me on the drive, man. But there was this hilarious meme that I saw where it was like a comic of like a guy saying, yo dude, how do you guys get so big? And it was like a newbie going to the gym, and there were like these big ripped ass dudes, and they just like point to like a poster of their favorite VTuber, and the guy is just like, I get it now. And then it cuts to like a week later, and he's just ripped as fuck. I'm not gonna shame, dude, that motivated me also. Dude, that was me. I saw myself as like that newbie guy just coming in, and he's like, I get it now. This is what I'm training for. This is why I need to get big. Yeah, that was me. Why that comic motivated me so much, it just put me back to like how I just first started with How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. Just cute girls motivating you, cute anime girls pushing me to get better. Yeah, I kind of feel like that says a few things about me, about my priorities, about why I went out to do things. I guess it just goes to show that you don't really need any big or deep reasons about why you just need to start hitting the gym. I just kind of did it like on a whim, to be honest. But yeah, now it's just something that I just really like to do now. And getting into shape really is like just like an actual goal of mine. I still got a long ways to go. There's still like a lot of things that I definitely need to work on. I still don't have like that perfect body in mind. Someday I'll reach it. Anyway, that's kind of about it. Thanks for watching.